Hello everyone, 3.7 live stream just ended, and there were two main takeaways I wanted to talk about in this video. Those being another free 5-star with the Golden Companion token, and the banners upcoming. So for the first phase, we have Hyacine, Cassie, and Trippy, and for the second phase, we have Mayday, Phanon, and Cypher. Now you may be asking, where's Cyrene? Well, she's actually the first character in the game's history who isn't a collab character to have her banner last the entire patch. It ends on December 16th, which means pretty fucking lengthy banner, right? So, these are the main two things I wanted to talk about. Let's get the golden token thing out of the way. Supposedly they're adding Topaz into the shop in 3.7, but this doesn't really change all that much. There's still only really two characters I'd suggest investing into if you're not looking to save for forever, which is Bronya and as well as Ruanmei. Especially now that we've gotten two of them, E1 Bronya and E1 Ruanmei are actually really fucking solid. I believe E1 Ruanmei is actually one of the strongest buffers in the entire game for Phanon. So there's also that. So yeah, there's a lot of hidden value. Ruanmei is also still pretty goated, even if she's just general and not best in slot for every character. And then you have Bronya, who can still see very good use, especially with her E1, which helps alleviate her SP issues a little more, right? Now, let's talk about the banner lineup. I already had some of my WUA viewers trying to take jabs at HSR because of these rerun banners, but they're just so fucking slow, right? They think for some reason like a Zanny Phoebe situation is the same as a Cyrene Cassie situation without realizing Phoebe is only best in slot for 1 DPS. Meanwhile, Cyrene is best in slot for every single Chrysos Air DPS, and Tribby is a goated support for literally all DPSs in the history of the game. So no, it's not the same thing. This isn't a rerun of a support targeted towards only one DPS that the DPS is rerunning on. This support is good for literally almost everyone in the fucking game, and then Cyrene's banner, because it's an entire patch long, makes it much easier to obtain her, and yada yada yada. The one who this is actually incredibly predatory for is Mayday. Almost his entire best in slot team is rerunning all on this patch, being Tribby, Hyacine, and as well as Cyrene, with his own rerun banner as well. Now, I believe Tribby and Saridra are competitive for an E0 Mayday in a Cyrene team, so I'm not sure which one actually comes out on top, but in my opinion, they are close enough to the point where you can say Tribby is a viable side grade, right? Plus, she has a way greater value just in general, so there's that as well. On top of this, because of the golden token being given, this means you can run a Cassie, pull Hyacine, and then just use the golden token on Ruanmei and run alongside RMC, and that's the normal hyper carry Cassie team from before we got the likes of Evernight that will still be able to clear all the endgame content without too many issues. So you can't even say like, oh, there's no other options for free-to-plays who can't afford every single character in this single patch. You actually can quite easily just use the golden token on Ruanmei, only pull Hyacine, and you're all good for a hyper carry Cassie team, who even without her best in slot team is still noticeably stronger than other options. And to be honest, Evernight in the first place is higher value for Cassie as compared to Cyrene. The biggest reason why Cyrene gives the jump she does in Mono Remembrance is solely because of Evernight being on the team. So you don't really have to stress not getting Cyrene straight on her release, and you can still use Ruanmei decently well. In my opinion, Evernight is the more important pull, as she gets rid of RMC, allowing you to use Elation MC, so I'd simply wait until her rerun instead, right? Now, the other big one is a Phanon rerun banner. Now, you guys know my thoughts on this. E2 Phanon. Just fucking pull is E2. I swear to God, if someone goes for E0 S1 Cyrene instead of going for Eidolons for Phanon, I will absolutely lose it. Now, I'm obviously exaggerating a little bit. You can pull whoever you want, play the game your way. But this is a channel that talks about meta, and man, it fucking hurts my stomach, my heart, to see someone go for a Cyrene for him instead of his own Eidolons, knowing how big of a game changer it is, especially for his weaker modes, which most people don't talk about, but they should, especially given the recent HP inflation in both APOC and Pure Fiction. Cypher is also there. She's decently general, but she's not anything too crazy. She's a good pickup, not a great pickup. She's once again general, but not best in slot for anyone. Then you have Hyacine. I mean, this one's probably the biggest no-brainer for anyone currently taking advantage of any HP scaling characters. She is now officially best in slot for all of them if you use Cyrene with a Maide, and her Lycone has incredible value for a lot of the HP scalers as well, though not all, as Maide can't take that good advantage of it. So I do think it's for sure something worth looking into, and just in general, her sustain capability is probably the best currently, as she gives you heal back whenever enemies hit you. So that's all my thoughts. Ask your questions down in the comments if you're curious about anything, and I may answer it, as I'm just trying to get this video done as quick as possible, as I have some stuff to do today. Love you all. Hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great night. Peace out.